Welcome to this Q&A session with Pedro Bados, Nexthink co-founder and CEO, and Nexthink's newest board member, Bruce Chizen. I'm excited to talk to you both today about Nexthink's latest round of funding and its $1.1 billion valuation. So we'll talk a little bit more today about what it means for Nexthink and the digital employee experience industry as a whole. But first, Pedro, huge congratulations to this round. Testament to the entire Nexthink team. I'd love to hear from you. What gets you most excited about this latest round of funding?
Yeah, thank you, Bernd. So yes, what gets me really excited is really the opportunity ahead of us. We are seeing more and more IT companies focused on employee first, so making sure employees they have a great digital experience. And I think this trend is right now accelerating. So the opportunity ahead of us is definitely the thing that excites me the most in this news.
Fantastic. Bruce, welcome to our board. We're very excited. You've been instrumental in your previous role as the CEO at Adobe in transforming a company that started off as a graphic software provider to really a platform that put its employees and the users first. So how do you envision the role in Nexthink, and what do you see as opportunities for us as we're putting the user experience at the forefront of the industry? Can you talk a little bit about that and your thoughts around that?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, thanks for having me today. Really appreciate it. I'm thrilled about joining the Nexthink board. When I take a step back and think about what we tried to accomplish at Adobe, our mission, it was all about enabling creators to create content that was compelling and, most importantly, engaging for the user. So users could engage with content in a very interactive way. Because if you think back in time, content used to be boring, spreadsheets, boring documents. And what Adobe was able to do was introduce graphics, photos, animations, videos, typography in a way that nobody else had done historically. So users became significantly engaged. When I think about what Nexthink is trying to do, it's about creating engaging work experiences for the employee. So in many ways, very similar to what Adobe's mission was around content, Nexthink is doing around the employee and their digital experiences.
Fantastic. Pedro, Nexthink is a global company. It's a little bit unique in a sense that you're Spanish. You founded the company in Lausanne, in Switzerland. Nexthink is now one of only 5 companies in Switzerland that has reached unicorn status. How does that feel to you?
Well, it feels great. It feels great for the team. It feels great especially for the early customers and early partners that they were able to join this journey and, have the same vision that we had a few years ago. And also somehow it feels great because I hope we can also inspire some young entrepreneurs in Europe and in Switzerland that right now maybe they have a crazy idea and they need to try out, and maybe stories like Nexthink can help them to really go ahead and try new things out. So it feels really great. For the rest, the life goes on, and now really we are very focused on executing on the business plan, continue delivering value to our customers. So there is no so much change from that perspective. But otherwise, obviously, I would say it's a day of celebration at Nexthink.
Excellent. And Bruce, do you have any advice for companies that are similar to Nexthink in its maturity or in its evolution in a global nature, but very international? What kind of advice would you have for companies that are similar to Nexthink?
Yeah, my first piece of advice is don't mess it up. All kidding aside, when I take a step back and look at the companies that I've been involved with or companies that I've observed, I look at successful companies that I've worked with, like Microsoft and Apple and Adobe, and they had something in common. And I look at some of the companies that I've worked with over the years, they also had something in common and ended up not being successful. And when I look at those uh, um, examples, it's clear to me that those companies that stayed true to their mission, that focused intensely on their customers, and were able to retain their values and culture were the ones that survived and did really well. So my message to Nexthink, something I'll be watching out for as a board member, is the company staying true to its mission. Are they focused on the digital experiences of employees? Do they really care about the customer and doing what's right by the customer as they look at growing their own business? And as they grow in terms of employees, size, and scale, are they able to retain the culture they've created today well into the future? So to me, those are the keys to success.
Fantastic. Well, I'd like to thank both of you for your time. We're very excited about the next phase for Nexthink. Bruce, welcome to the Nexthink family, and we're happy to have you on our board. And Pedro, thank you so much. Best of luck, best of success for the future. Appreciate your time.